What incredible potential, a voice echoed, tinged with awe. The innate manner and talent born of my liege, who had become one with a divine being. The S-rank awakened hunter from a forgotten history. He's able to bring out this much power, even when in a state where he doesn't know how to properly use such power. A pause and then, young monarch. A figure exhaled, a hint of surprise in their tone. It's my loss. Silence descended for a moment, followed by a triumphant declaration. I won. A surge of exhilaration followed. Level has increased. I finally won against this individual. Ooh ha ha ha. Is that finally the exit? He emerged into a new space, the scenery jarringly different. That's the D Tower in Sinpa district, he observed, his voice laced with confusion. But why is that in flames? He moved forward, cautiously examining his new surroundings. This isn't a monster. Seems to be just a pharaoh-sized looking sculpture. Is the concept here to be all up in flames with? It's another door again. But if I don't open it, nothing will happen. He steeled himself and moved forward. The scene shifted again. 20th floor, he muttered. He continued onward, encountering new floors with dizzying speed. 30th floor. What? Why is every single one of them so weak? This is becoming dull. Even the floor boss faded away in just a few hits. He kept moving, his pace quickening. 50th floor. He paused. Did I level up too much just to face that Black Knight? He felt a surge of impatience. The map is pretty large, but if I diligently run around, then I should be able to clear 1 floor per hour. A voice broke through the silence, laced with amazement. How is he able to climb this quickly without any soldiers? Oh wow. He's already here after clearing the 87th floor. Then, a new floor. It's the 100th floor now, 200. Well, it shouldn't be anything impressive. He was ready to end this quickly. My time is precious, so I'll end this quick. Then, surprise, W8. Even the monarch had his fair share of troubles climbing all the way here. But who would have thought the young monarch would climb this easily, in a few attempts without any soldiers? A different voice spoke up, filled with wonder. You weren't even able to make it this far last time. You grew up so much. He spoke with an undertone of challenge. 66. It's nothing. I am the eldest daughter of the demon rank 1 rider, Reclon SL. A new voice cut through the air. Welcome to the final stage. He paused, assessing the situation. What is this? There's nothing more. Another voice spoke up. Yes, it ends with us. Originally, there was a stage called the Demon King, but that was when our clan became rank 1. First, we would like to congratulate the first entrance of the monarch. A new voice interjected. How about a banquet? A hesitant voice added. Our father. He looked around, perplexed. 2.44. You said that this is the end, but what's that? A new voice, smooth and calming, explained. No. The clan head has prepared a grand celebration. That's a gate that goes to another dimension and not the demon castle. Gate. So they call this a gate, a door. Neat. He felt a sense of growing anticipation. Are you planning to leave already? But the banquet. I don't know what demons eat, but I'm not old enough to drink yet. Let's do the banquet in a few years or something. Right then, later again. Wait, gasp. Even the monarch said that we'd meet again, but he never came back. Let's meet again if the opportunity comes. He was ready to move on. It's been 60 years since the demon castle was left neglected. They've been only calling on us to make sculptures. I can't send him off like this. You said you were Isil of Rat Eye's clan. I'll remember it. See you later. He took a deep breath. Fat, yes. See you later. This should be the real exit now, right? Or could it be a trap? Could it be? This still isn't the end. The sound of a struggle emerged. Kick again. He was clearly frustrated. What sort of answer is this? This is crazy. Damn it, there's no end to them. But thanks to these things, my level is steadily going up. Level has increased. Name Sung Suho. Level 94. Now that I'm used to these monsters, I should start making my way into that place. He moved forward, towards a looming shadow. It's huge. Just how big is the master of this place that it has to be this large? Is that the only thing in this chamber? But why is it crying? What on earth is this guy? A voice exclaimed, followed by a series of forceful sounds. Kick, 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 and I let my guard down. A figure stumbled back, catching their breath. Phew, that was really so close. A blue light flickered, and a voice echoed, "You have leveled up." The notifications continued, each one marking a small victory. You have leveled up. 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 An ant with wings. That was very concerning. But it's strange. It kept on hesitating, leaving itself open. Thanks to that, I was able to barely defeat it. He paused, considering. Another gate. I don't think my level will go up anymore, though. I'll probably be able to go back home. For real this time, right? He checked his stats. Name Sung Soo-ho, level 99. He paused. Say again? Then, with a hint of disbelief, this is seriously never-ending. He advanced, but his progress seemed to stall. I'm still at level 99. A low, rumbling voice echoed through the space. Hoo, it's been 30 years since I joined a war within the territory of rest. This game where only originals can take part. The fact that I've been permitted to join in this form of mine means that you're an excellent warrior. That's the apple of our league's eye. The voice shifted, a hint of challenge entering it. You might be the Vice Lord, but I wonder if you'll be able to withstand my full power. The first figure blinked, taken aback. Did it just say something? A palpable shift occurred, the very air growing thick. What's with this pressure? It feels like I'm being pressed down by an immense power. Is it that being's doing? Come to think of it, the Black Knight and Black both had the appearance of a swaying shadow. It felt like there was another shadow like that. Am I overthinking things? He tried to connect the dots. That means those with such appearances are the stage bosses. If I get rid of them. He moved with renewed determination, but he faltered as he encountered a new challenge. What's this? Was my guess wrong? There are 3 more Su shadow monsters. He realized the situation was more complicated than he first thought. He steeled himself, ready for the fight. I'll get rid of you. The one who looks the most troublesome first. He launched himself forward, focused and ready. He moved swiftly, his actions honed by experience. Come as expected. Now that I have a staff, my explosions have gotten more amazing. Ha ha ha. He felt a surge of exhilaration, a sense of control amidst the chaos. The battle was far from over, but he was ready for whatever lay ahead. Who? A voice taunted, followed by another, condescendingly. Vice Lord, don't tell me you thought such an attack would be able to overcome me? The figure moved with practiced ease. After joining our liege's army, I've climbed up to where I am now by working hard in secret this whole time. Even if everything's been chaotic, I'll make sure to show my loyalty to our liege by leaving a deep impression on you. He faced the onslaught, his breath coming in sharp gasps. Guys like him keep appearing endlessly. I can't deal with them using my current level of stamina. A little more. He focused, his eyes narrowed with determination. I need to control my strength a little more delicately, without wasting any of it so that I can deal with large numbers and armies. He battled with a new precision, each move measured and deliberate. It'd be really boring if this was the end. If that's all you have to show me, disappear. He felt a shift within him. Although my stats didn't increase, I've become able to control my strength proficiently throughout all those numerous fights. He could feel the difference, the new level of mastery over his own power. He faced a new opponent, assessing their strength. He's strong, level 94. Maybe even more so than the ant from earlier. He addressed his opponent, his voice calm. You can speak too, right? I've got something to ask you before we fight. What fraction of the total fighting force have I already faced? Even if the demon castle is excluded, the troops that are gathered here are just of the total army. After defeating so many of you, it's only one of 3,000, huh? He paused, then with a shrug, nah, I'm all right. Let's fight. He moved with renewed vigor, the battle stretching on, an endless series of clashes. A voice broke through the chaos, laced with respect. You've grown up really well, Vice Lord. He frowned, annoyance creeping into his voice. You guys keep calling me Vice Lord, but what the hell does that mean? Is that related to why I've been pulled into this world? And if I'm a lord, I should be called a lord. Why am I a Vice Lord? He refocused on the battle, his moves becoming more fluid and intuitive. The sword can transform into something like a whip. While it's able to be used in a versatile manner, I can just grab onto it. He dodged a blow, his eyes sharp and focused. If you use both your arms to guard your face, your stomach would be open. He pressed his advantage, his movements swift and precise. He looked at his opponent, feeling a hint of impatience. I doubt you'd fade just like this. It'll probably take a day if we keep fighting. You're not the master of this place, are you? A pause, and then a confirmation. Yes, this guy is a fake. The real master is... He's fast and strong. He's really amazing. A voice marveled admiration laced within the words. Not only is he strong, but each of his attacks is also elaborate. Each of the attacks are done with technique. Just how hard does one have to train before they can become this skillful? Or how many life and near-miss experiences does one have to encounter? Another voice, filled with determination, broke through the commentary. But I won't just lose like this. The stats that I've brought to their limits, and my combat abilities that I have grown enough to handle those stats. Even if his stats greatly overpower mine, I still have a chance of succeeding. He moved with a newfound resolve, his actions a blend of calculated strategy and raw power. He might be an enemy, but I respect him. If I can become that strong as well? A new voice emerged, playful yet laced with a deeper understanding. Did you enjoy the game? You were pretty amazing. The figure paused, a touch of fatherly pride within the tone. However, you still have a long way to go. He gasped awake, confused and disoriented. What a strange dream. Did I play too many games? I can't believe I got lost in some weird dungeon and Dad was the final boss? What? He shook his head, trying to clear his thoughts. There's still someone here? He noticed a figure standing nearby, a schoolmate, it seemed. Are you not going home? I'm going to lock the classroom. Oh, I'm leaving. He hesitated, then offered, Should I help you? The other person, a young woman, responded with a touch of surprise, Huh? Sure. As they moved, a low voice began to speak, seemingly from nowhere. To think the vestige of the architect that was neglected within the territory of rest could be used in this manner. This is pretty useful. The voice grew more certain, with an underlying sense of purpose. My lord wouldn't be all right to return the Vice Lord's powers to him. Now, such tests were previously done multiple times, but he has never reached his current progress before. I think he's definitely qualified. Another voice added to the conversation, a thoughtful analysis. If I simply trusted in the power I had and fought with the Dragon Emperor, do you think we would have one? No matter how strong a power one has, as long as victory isn't guaranteed, one must know how to run away as well. To charge forth recklessly without calculating one's odds, that's just reckless bravado. Then a new voice, calm and steady. Not yet. Yes, it's not the time yet. He'll know eventually, the way to use his powers according to the situation. Well, despite not knowing anything, he managed to open the gate after trying multiple times, without giving up. The initial voice returned, softer this time, with a hint of expectation. Vice Lord. He blinked, the dream still echoing in his mind. I've got something important to do today. Shall we eat out somewhere after that is done? With only our family members? A news report cut through the background sounds. Next up on the news, the criminal brothers, Hwang Dong-suk and Hwang Dong-soo, that had stirred the whole country up, were apprehended this afternoon. The next piece of news will be connected to a live scene. Although a large fire had occurred today and almost spread to the nearby houses, 52 fire trucks and 800 firemen were dispatched and managed to subdue the fire successfully. A voice, filled with admiration, said, Wow, that's cold. You did great. Another replied with a touch of bashfulness, Thank you. Then, another said, as expected of Captain Sun, He's really incredible to think he still has energy even after putting out that huge fire. I want to become like him someday. A sudden interruption broke the flow. Something's flying past in the sky. That's probably a plane. He blinked, momentarily disoriented. A voice asked, Sir, are you all right? He shook his head to clear it. Yes. Where did we stop talking? A voice, slightly impatient, responded. We were saying that we need to decide on the title of the new virtual reality game that will be released by our company. Are you listening to me, everyone? A new voice, filled with sudden joy, interrupted. My wife is pregnant with a child. She's 6 weeks pregnant. Congratulations, Mistio. A chorus of congratulations followed. Congratulations, you're finally becoming a father too. Another, with a strange mix of excitement and anticipation, exclaimed, let's name our new game, Beautiful World. A pause, and then a confused pardon? The same excited voice continued, isn't that the perfect title for our game that manifests a virtual reality? Mistio. A hesitant voice suggested, please reconsider the name. The fate of our company lies with this game. Another said, I really don't think Beautiful World is it. Isn't that just way too ridiculous? Is my naming sense really that bad? Should I ask Jin-Woo to help me name my child, then? A thoughtful voice added, come to think of it, Jin-Woo isn't any good at naming either. A calm voice sought to reassure. No need to be too worried. We already have an investor. An investor? It's the big shot of our industry. Choi Jong-un has decided to invest in us. A gasp of surprise filled the air. Whoa, really? Argent Software CEO, Yoo Jin-ho? A miracle-like successful legend of a young entrepreneur that refused to succeed his father's conglomerate business. Are there any other articles? Another voice replied, not yet, but more will be coming. I offered him success on a silver platter, yet he chose to go out and set up a small game company. TSK. I want to see my grandchild soon. The scene faded, leaving behind a lingering sense of anticipation, a feeling that this was just the beginning of something much larger. A title card appeared, stating simply, Part 2. The gates. No one knows what might appear beyond them, a voice narrated, a sense of foreboding in its tone. That's why people always tremble in fear and pray that the gates won't open. But there are people who confront those fears and leap into those very gates, and we call those people hunters. The scene shifted to a bustling office. Yes, this is the Hunter Association Support Department, a voice stated, crisp and professional. Another voice, laced with frustration, broke through the calm. I specifically asked you to not send Mr. Sun, so why do you keep sending him anyway? A sheepish response followed. I'm sorry, Mr. Hunter. It seems there was an error in the process of creating the teams. The first voice, sharp and demanding, replied, can you please slowly explain what happened? I don't want to do things slowly and have to clean up after situations within my team. If you push a hunter that's so weak that he falls at the slightest touch into my team, how am I supposed to deal with the consequences? If you do this again, I'll just withdraw altogether. Another scene, another voice, this one weary and resigned. Grab any students on the streets and ask them this. What kind of job do you want to do in the future? They will definitely give you one of these three answers. A famous hunter, an employee in a large guild, or an employee of the Hunter Association. Well, in any case, doing trivial administrative work is the same everywhere. The voice paused, a hint of longing creeping in. I heard the nearby neighborhood gives out coffee and snacks before they enter a raid. Don't we have any? Another voice, frantic and urgent. I've got an urgent matter to attend to. Can I get paid a month in advance? If I join today's raid, I don't have anyone to look after my kid. Can you please help me look after my kid for me? A voice, tired and cynical, sighed. That's what they always say. Mr. Sun. I think his name was Jin-Woo. His rank is E. His manner is the lowest among the lowest. My goodness, he gets injured so often. Based on just his stats, he's just a normal person, though. At this point, it's basically a miracle that he's still alive. Why is he going so far to become a hunter? Does he have a special reason or something? A new voice, soft and understanding, replied, she's sick with a condition and is in the ICU. His sister is still a high schooler. I guess he has no choice since he needs the money badly. He's 23 years old, 6 years younger than me. A voice filled with concern entered the conversation. Sir, shouldn't we try to stop Hunter Sung Jin-Woo? A weary response followed. We already tried our best. Then, a new question, laced with genuine curiosity. Why did you join the Hunter Association? A thoughtful reply. Me? It was because of the news that I saw when I was young. There was a report about a certain hunter that was saving his comrades that almost got trapped, but then he got trapped himself. At first I was just curious. Hunters go to the extent of being injured to save others, so who would save them then if no one would help them? I would. I wanted to do what I could to help hunters avoid injury in situations. The thoughtful voice continued. I think that's what a resolve to do. Do you want Hunter's son to stop being a hunter, or do you want to help him? A pause and then a resigned, ha ha, I see. Other than giving him the recommendation to leave, there's nothing that I can do, pardon? A new voice, filled with quiet determination, spoke. What if there's still something else that you can do? There are people who, even after being evaluated to be a high-rank awakened, they choose not to become a hunter because they are not interested in money. How about persuading these people to help the hunters that belong to the association? The scene shifted again. B-rank healer, Hunter Lee Yuha. B-rank healer. That's a high-rank healer. Lee Juhee, who refused to become a hunter despite having the skills, because she's sensitive. Lee Juhee, B healer. Sung Jin-Woo. E-rank hunter Sung Jin-Woo is weak, but overcomes his apprehension and enters gates. If someone is able to transform apprehension into courage, they'll be able to become the strength for the weak. Would you like to give it a try in hopes that it'll be of help to the journey beyond the gate, no matter how small it might be? Sung Jin-Woo, 23, male. Injury C. Injury, injury. Yes, injury B, injury C. I'll give it a try. A new scene, a playful voice cutting through the tension. Lee Juhee, B healer. Rock, paper, tilde, scissors. Oh yeah, you're really bad at rock, paper, scissors, huh? Hold my bag for me. Okay? Okay. Tilde, what's wrong? Is there something in the sky? No, it's nothing. The scene shifted to a couple looking out over the city. It's been a long while since I've seen this sight, darling. The man wrapped an arm around her. This is our 16th anniversary present, honey. Go back home first. I'll be right behind you. A soft reply, you won't take long, right? I'll be waiting for you. A voice, somber and filled with a sense of impending doom, spoke. Existences that possess great strength are said to be able to attract horrible things from other worlds. A sudden shift, a lone figure standing in a dark space. A single word escaped the figure's lips. Who? Followed by a commanding statement. Arise. The figure stood before a massive door. What's beyond this door? I'm afraid. What if something that's far more powerful than anything I've met before appears? Will I be done for in such a place? But if I don't open it, I won't be able to know anything. I won't know what will happen. He pushed the door open, only to find himself once again back where he started. Damn it. Did I repeat this again? How many days have I been here? He sounded weary, his voice full of resignation. It's so tiring. I want to go back. He looked down, defeated. I only have one chance left. This voice that started to shout at me from a certain point in time onwards. To get up, arise, even if this is my last chance. If I don't want to stop like this. He looked at the door, a burning desire filling his eyes. Whatever lies beyond that door, I want to challenge it.